for him too.
Thank you. Hi,
Yeah.
everybody. Here we are. All
Hello.
right. I feel like you, when you're on with Jean and Terry, that that triad thing.
Yes.
We got a little triad here this afternoon. So,
Yeah.
welcome everybody in the chat, and welcome to Diana Bowles, of course we know as oil painter, and wisdom seeker Joan, who has her own channel with that name. So please like and subscribe. We'd love that. And well, you could go to Oil Painter as well on
Good
and like
luck.
it. She has a few videos up that she's done. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Anyway.
winter's coming.
Oh, that's true. No more gardens in the winter. So
That's right.
that's awesome. So hello to Janet and Jen Bowles, and hi Annie Bear. It's lovely to see you, and Janet DC, and thanks all for Amanda Carroll. Oh, you're off to the vet to get Jack's medication. Oh, okay. Her little dog is the sweetest little thing. He needs eye drops because his eyes are
Okay.
yes, but so the little dog looks at you like this all the time, slitty eyed. It's so cute. It is. It's adorable. Hi, Nancy. It's good to see you as well today. So yeah, Joan's been doing a little bit of traveling, went out to Montana to visit her
Ooh.
brother. Isn't that wonderful? Have you had any time in the kayak this
I haven't. In fact, I sold my kayaks.
oh,
I
okay.
I had to clear them out of the garage because I had to have a new garage floor poured. So this is 2 years in a
Okay.
row I had to take everything out of the garage.
Oh
So for the
no.
second year in a row, I had a kayak on the dining room table and then another one sitting next to it. And rather than finding somebody to help me put it back, I thought they're going on Craigslist. I haven't used them in 2 years. So,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
anyhow,
Well,
that
you
was
can always rent them now, I guess, too, if you go to particular lakes. But yeah, that's wonderful. That's funny. And Diana's back with a little bit of a new tooth thing going on.
Yeah.
So if she starts sounding like this, you'll know why.
Yeah. I bite my lip and I start bleeding, let me know because
Oh boy, we
I'm
don't
still
want
numb.
that. Amanda says, Joan, I'm still formulating your art piece. I haven't forgotten.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Okay.
Awesome.
Hello, Charlie C. Sage of Fire. Love to see you. Very nice. Very nice. Thanks all for being here with us today. We were talking backstage about how joyful life has suddenly become in some aspects, and how nice it is for us to, to feel that way now. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Janet. She says the three of us make her happy. Thank you,
Oh,
thank you,
Well,
thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're happy. Yes. How's my kitchen? Well, the man texted me 2 days ago, and he said that the guy that's going to do the laminate on the top is ready, and the laminate's in. So he was going to be scheduling that fairly soon, but I haven't heard anything more just yet. So,
Yeah.
So that's going to be done, and just everything put back in the dishwasher and stuff, and that will be all done. Oh, maybe the backsplash, I guess. But
My
anyway.
roof is finished, and my guy called me today and said, "Oh, you're getting a rebate from Home Depot because I had to take materials back." Woo!
That's a wonderful message.
I love that message. You bet.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I love having a home, but I don't love having all the home problems that come
Yeah,
with it.
for sure. For
And
sure.
and Joan, I know both you and Diana pretty much live alone, and so it's all on you. So
Yep.
I give you both my blessing.
Thank you. I will take it gratefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
This summer I've been digging up drain tile and dealing with a gutter and up on the ladder. But people have told me don't use the extension ladder anymore. So
No, please, Joan. I
yeah.
want you to be all right.
So
And you
anyhow,
got somebody spotting you, I hope.
well, I haven't in the past, but I was out doing some work today, reseeding and just doing some other, gardening and stuff. And it's like, how come I'm so tired? I didn't used to get so tired. And I feel like I don't know. I hope it's something astrological. Otherwise, I'm just showing my age.
No, it is. It is Sorry, I didn't mean to make that up. It is astrological, and it's the solar storms too, Joan.
Oh,
That's
okay. Good.
why.
Great.
Yeah,
I needed an excuse. Thank you for being there for me.
sure. You're not old. No, you're not old.
We're the same age, so
We are. Yeah, we're all
we're not.
fine. Oh, so hi, Carl. It's good to see you. Water Lily's here, and Lori Hunsinger's here. Nice to see you here. Thank you all for coming in. We're happy to see you. So yeah, go ahead and put up your questions if you have any. You're the same way, Charlie. You do it yourself. You know what? I've done that. We get this big box of farmer's dog food for my dogs, and it's probably about 50 or 60 pounds. And it's a month's worth, and it's frozen. So when it comes, I pick it up and I take it outside, and I just about make it, and I drop it, and I put it, I take all the stuff out of the freezer and re-put in everything. And then I go, oh my God. But, it really shouldn't be doing that.
Well, I just got rid of the 30-year-old Sealy mattress or whatever it was I had while we were still married in Virginia, right? And it's like I shouldn't have even brought it with me.
Yep.
I don't even use the room it's in, but every once in a while, because it was in storage for like 3 months, I go, what the hell? Why didn't I just throw that away to begin with? So finally I did, and I ordered a new memory foam, and it arrived yesterday in a box that's 70 pounds, and I barely got it in the door to get it off the porch.
You call your son to come help you.
My brothers can get here for the 2 people.
Or your son. Yeah. Don't you have a son that's around? Yeah.
No. One's in Annapolis, Maryland, and the other one's in Los Angeles, California.
Well, I knew about that one. I thought the other one lived near you. I guess it's Joan's son that lives fairly near her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and Nick and Christina did, but he got a job for
correct.
Paul Richardson Guitars, and the only place to build those is in Maryland.
In California. Yeah, sure.
Well, Aaron's in California. Nick is the one in Annapolis.
Oh, Nick is the one that's in Annapolis. Okay. Yeah. Wow. All right. So let's say hi. I'm sorry,
Vicky.
I used to haul around my husband's 50-pound flour sacks. He would bread flour from Costco.
Oh, I love that story of him and his bread.
Those got to be heavy. Those in the what were they, 5 or 10 gallon water jugs for the water cooler. Yes. After the water cooler broke, it's like, no, we're just going to get a little Brita, and that'll work just fine.
There you go. Much easier. I've done that. I've tried to heft that up on my knee, and then put it on the thing. It's like, well, why do we think we can do this? I don't know. Anyway, hi, Kathleen. I have your question. Thank you, Patty D. It's nice to see you. I do see a few more questions. The one Hammy and Olivia use. Oh, farmer's dog. I love farmer's dog. I don't know if you use that for your animals, but you're enjoying apartment life, Janet. There you go. No responsibilities. Yep. Wiki's here. Marjorie's here. Linda Bishop. Stay safe in the heat. You too, honey. Michelle Krantz. Okay, I got you. Hi, Craig. I'm glad you're getting better. He had to go to the emergency room. He's got some stomach issues. So we're hoping he feels better.
Yeah, I hope that.
I did say hi, think, to Water Lily. Hi, Paula Rovita. I've got your question. Charlie, I got your question. And Laurie Hunsinger, I think I said hello, but I'm not sure. Cheryl. Janet DC, I got your question. And, you need Farmer's Cat. Maybe they'll do that soon. Hi, Ziggy. And Cheryl, I got your question. All right. So I guess we're going to go start in on some questions. So let's go. Carl's going to start us in. This is a show I'm waiting and I need now. Okay. May I have a message from my guides and my dad, Bernardo, since it's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Bernardo.
Happy birthday, Bernardo.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
Okay, let's see what we can bring in.
It's not time to eat. It's not even 3 o'clock. Stop it. My dog. Jeez. They come over and stare at me.
I'm seeing Kuan Yin.
Ooh.
And so I'm wondering if your father had a devotion to her, or do you? And if you don't, perhaps it's time to begin one. Your father is saying it's time for you to start praying for her. Start talking to her.
She, Carl, Kuan Yin, I'll write it down. Yep. Okay, there. Cheryl did it. She is the female Bodhisattva or the female Buddha. Yeah. Yep. Female Buddha.
Because that's who your dad talked to. That's who Bernardo would talk to.
Okay.
And I believe that the message is through her, there is no sadness.
Oh. Okay. Well, she's the goddess of compassion, so.
Right.
Yeah.
And the bottom, you can't make this up. Wings of light.
Oh. How beautiful.
It's time to pray to your female guides. And that is a push coming from your father. And he says, thank you very much. Happy birthday.
Joan? Anything?
Yes.
Okay.
I tuned in and I saw like a spoon. And I don't know if this was you feeding your dad or vice versa when you were young, but it was a spoon. And I thought, is this like medicine? Like, remember cough syrup when you were a kid and that type of thing? So I wasn't quite understanding this. And then it kind of backed up and it looked more like a birthday celebration, like the plastic spoons where you're going to have cake and ice cream together. So a recognition of your birthday. And let's see, what else did it say? Thinking about also, and then I tuned into the guide, and what I saw was like a string, like a rosary. And I got the feeling that this isn't to say get a rosary, but to get beads, to do a meditative practice that has something physical. What's the name of it?
Mala beads.
Yeah,
Mala
yes.
beads. Mm-hmm.
Something like that. And it doesn't even have to be that, just something physical to hold as you're going through your prayers or meditations or however you do it. And that just the physical part of it will help tune in and keep you focused a little bit. It's not like, this saint or that saint or whatever, but it's just merely a matter of keeping focused. And when I drew cards, I got the hummingbird, which is sort of like the card you got. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. So that's a nice birthday card. And the other one was Archangel Sandalphon, center and ground. So both those things, that you center and ground, and then you have the hummingbird, the incredible lightness of that little bird.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
play
Carl.
music. Play some softer music, because Sandalphon is the creator of musical vibration.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Very interesting that you both sort of got, Carl is also loves the Japanese Philippine, he loves that. But it's really the mala beads. They're just like a necklace you can get, actually. Yeah. And you just, when you meditate, you count 1, 2, 3, and you just to keep you focused, Carl.
Yeah.
So, and they're not that expensive either. They're relatively cheap because they can either come in plastic or they could come in stone.
Sure, and they often have a
Wood.
tassel.
Yep,
on
they
them,
do. A tassel.
or or an ohm,
Yeah.
or some sort of a symbol. So you can find one that really fits your needs.
Sure. Sometimes you'll see men wearing them as a bracelet. They'll wrap it up and you'll see it, on their arm, especially the Buddhists. So here's Dad saying, I think I was a pretty good teacher for you, Carl. And, and I'm so happy that you have remembered some of the things that we shared together. He said, but I want you to start being more optimistic. And I think that's what the ladies are saying too. Call on the female guides, call on the goddess of compassion, and know that if you can flip how you feel, if you feel more optimistic, then more things will come to you in that way. And because if you're thinking about lack, you only bring more lack to you. So you don't want to do that. And he's got these little puppets here, and he's saying, thank you for being here with me today. It was a real act of love, especially on my birthday. And he loves you. He also is sending you Merlin, which is wonderful, vibrational magic. And these are from the light code cards, Carl. And so we all have vibrational magic. And so all of us are dealing with the ascension symptoms, the sun storms, and all of the other things, but it's aligning us for our best possible. So the more you could focus on some of these suggestions these ladies have come up with, I think you'll feel a lot more optimistic yourself. So thank you, Carl. Thank you, dear. And happy birthday to your father. Yeah.
Yep.
So Linda Kennedy came in and she had just had operation. I believe it was late last week or early this week. And she said she jumped on to share her joy. She's cancer-free. Congratulations.
Wonderful.
Hey.
I know. I'm so happy for you. We're all real happy for you, my dear. Yeah.
What wonderful news.
We love to hear that. We're sharing in that joy with you, my dear. So yeah, that happened with Jen Bowles too. I mean, she went to her doctor and her doctor said, wow, you get an A. Everything looks good. So, I think that's wonderful. Yes, Claire Griffiths, it's nice to see you. Thank you for being here. You were just talking about your dad with John Binney. Okay, well, that's good. Yay. Okay, so Nancy wonders, will I be able to visit my parents in California this weekend? All right. I would say if you're asking the question, you probably want to go. So.
That explains something. Okay.
So Nancy, I got the infinity sign, which says harmony and balance are important if you're thinking about going anywhere. And then I get the health card. So have you been feeling okay to travel? Because that's kind of what I've gotten here. You need to be making sure that you're taking care of yourself. So if this is going to make you tired out, you might want to think about that. And it says you are ready to express yourself and communicate to your parents. So there's a very big desire to go. Just make sure you're feeling okay, because travel when you're not feeling well is really hard.
Joan, you're ready. Go for it.
Okay. I was using the pendulum and asked, will you be able to see your parents this weekend? And it just would go in a circle. And then I asked, is there a block? Yes. What is the block? Is the block financial? No. Is it scheduling? No. Is it health? maybe health as,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there we go. Yeah. So maybe there's some sort of health reason. Okay. Is the health reason, is it Nancy's health? It's getting a little bit of, no, is it her parents' health? I'm getting more that it might be your parents' health. And as that was going, yes, I heard that my mom works in a hospital and there's a lot of COVID patients. Okay. Yeah. And I heard it's just isn't convenient at this time. So maybe that's it. I'm really sorry.
Very
Yeah. But
there is a big uptick of this. And if you can not, because maybe mom has it and you wouldn't want to catch it. So,
right. So
yeah.
she'll tell you, no, not this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I first saw a disc spaceship
Mm-hmm.
with its center. It was on a cocked axle,
Uh-huh.
and it was spinning with a dome top and like a domed bottom as well. But that was a light. Now, with your pendulum going in circle, and the light I saw was the opalescent
yeah.
of your stone, and I wasn't looking at your stone when I got that vision.
Mm-hmm.
That is a signal. I think the same thing. No, it's not you. There's another reason why not.
Yeah.
But the two cards that I got, and this is something. The first card is Trailblazer.
Mm-hmm.
So your mom working in that COVID environment makes her a trailblazer.
Sure.
But you're one too, and you're probably thinking, well, if my mom's sick, I got to be there and go take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
But it's you are the she of an invisible ally. And in the sky, we have this whale who's been very dominant. The whale energy has become very dominant for us on Earth with their change in behavior, being more friendly and being more defensive at the same time.
Uh-huh.
And, there is a spaceship up there on which whales reside. There's these huge tanks in this one particular ship that they are in. So this is hard to decipher because I was like, oh, she's going this weekend. But
no,
I think you guys are right on that.
And Nancy also says her brother is a nurse too and has COVID. But I think Nancy said she's only seen her mom once this year. And I get that, Nancy. It's we want to see our family.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the best time. And I don't know how you're going to get there, if you're flying there, driving there, whatever. But there are also a lot of people. Kelly, our friend Kelly that works with us on the Dream Show, she has COVID. Her husband has COVID. There's just a lot of people getting it. And they're saying that the new shot is going to be coming out very soon.
Yeah, Moderna, I think I just saw it drop down a couple hours ago.
Yep. Hi, Teelan. Hi, Nettie. Hello, Hirok. Welcome. So hopefully that helps, Nancy. We're not going to tell you yes or no. It's going to be your decision, of course, but you might want to wait until the health is okay. Yeah. Nettie, we'll see. I did close the questions a while ago. So I have Kathleen, Andrew. By the way, if anybody is asking for a question, please remain in the chat. I will ask if you are here. If you're not here, we're going to move on because we have a lot of questions. So Kathleen, Andrew, Michelle Krantz, Paula Rovita, and Charlie are the next 4 people up. And then after that, I have Janet, just so you know where you are. Janet, Cheryl, Polly, Craig, T. Lynn, Hypnicity, and Nettie, if possible. All right. So, Kathleen, are you here? Would you let us know? I got to get down to the bottom again. Sorry. And Michelle, are you here? Actually, I know Charlie's here. I'm just going to go ahead and do Charlie first, and we'll come back. Just make sure you tell me you're here. Okay. Thank you. So will I be able to move soon? Charlie wants to know. All right. Okay, Michelle, thank you. Hi, Sandy Miller.
Holy Spirit, what does this mean for Charlie?
That's too
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to go with this one. When I first tuned in, Charlie, I saw a hand of cards and I heard sorry, excuse my language, but I heard in my head, it's a crapshoot. So, I thought, well, and then I tuned back in again. I tried to pull some cards of my own and they didn't seem to relate. And then I tuned in again. So tell me more about this. And they said, yes, if you play your cards right. So there might.
I got games as well. I got games.
Yeah?
I
Somebody's
did.
playing games with you or something. So you have to be kind of astute about it. Yeah.
Not only that, I heard the same thing. That's why I started laughing, because I saw two guys in a truck.
Yeah.
But then it said it's a crapshoot. And I started laughing, and then you were laughing, and you heard the same thing.
What do you play craps with, guys?
Dice.
Dice.
You can't make this crapshoot up.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a hoot. So I got the crapshoot. I got the angels are with you, though. If you don't move, it's because you're being protected. That's what I'm getting. But look, I also get chess. So instead of a crapshoot, they want you to do it, strategically.
Yeah, right. Do it the right way.
Do it the right way strategically.
There's some strategy involved. Yes.
Right. Checkmate. And that goes along with the fact that I had pulled the card that is the scholar. And the scholar is the one who calls checkmate.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Because you have to be 17 moves ahead. The best chess players are thinking 17 moves ahead in there.
So what does that mean? Maybe you know somebody who's going to move and he puts in a good word for you or some sort of strategy. It might not just be, I'm putting it in my application and I get it. It might be something a little
think
more
out all the ramifications or what it's going to entail. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes.
Make a plan. Right, Charlie. Make a plan. Yep. Wow. That's amazing. And yes, that would be like throwing 3 6s or 3 1s or
boxcars. Yeah. 7
Snake
come
eyes.
11 because I want this.
Absolutely.
Otherwise you crap out.
You crap out. All right. So Michelle,
I've never played the game.
No, I haven't either. Hi, Mary. Just like you thought. Wait and see. Okay, Charlie. All right. So again, I'm moderators. If you can help me here, I'm looking for Kathleen Andrew, Paula Rovita. I think Janet DC is here. But please let me know.
She's here.
Janet is. Okay. So Michelle wonders, was there a romantic connection when she saw a high school classmate? His name is Steve. Ooh. It's been known to happen.
Exactly.
Cheryl, I see you want a message from your dad. Can you please put up his first name? Thank you, Cheryl. It's a crapshoot. That's so funny. Oh my God.
I think there's a possibility there. When I tuned in, I saw a bell that looked sort of like this, you know, a school bell. Well, this isn't
Uh-huh.
a school
Oh,
bell, but
sweet.
that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
And it's like a bell went off, a little bell went off for both of you. But it's a matter of, do you want to, do you want to ring that bell a little harder or what? But it was like there's a little bell of recognition. And let's see, his name is Steve. Yeah. Actually, that's a bell from a bell choir. So and they're bringing that to mind, that do the two bells you have, are they going to be in harmony? So there's the potential there, but it's not like a given, but there's a potential there. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I've got something I think there's something undercover going on. I get a female. I get handcuffs. So very jealous. And that this is a piece of the puzzle that you'll have to be challenged to find out. Ooh. Some people come to these things and, they may say they're divorced, but they're really not. Or they may say that they, they're single. I don't know, Michelle. I just, be careful. I don't know. What do you got, Diana?
Well, the first thing I saw was the two hands going,
making the heart. Yeah.
Right. But, and I also realized that this was in the past when you were in high school, it was unrequited. Right.
Okay.
So I drew a couple of cards. The first card that came out was the rescuer, and he is looking to be rescued.
Okay.
Could very well be from this unclosed relationship. Even if he is separated or getting out of it, there is a jealous person behind it all that's going to be following him regardless. So stay with your better angels. Pay attention. Doesn't mean you can't be friends, but get to the heart of the matter first.
True.
And that brings us back to this. What's the heart of the matter?
Right. You don't want some jealous woman getting involved if that's the case. Yeah.
Look what Jen Bowles has to say about this.
What's that, hon?
Jen Bowles must be reading and said,
I heard he has lots of irons.
Irons in many fires.
Right? He's looking for somebody to rescue him, and he's not the gentle little lamb he was when he was a kid.
Wow. Yeah. The hardest part is that people don't often reveal everything right at the beginning. They want to see if this is going to work itself out. And so they hold their cards close to the vest. Right. But, we're not saying you couldn't pursue it and find out, but just be careful. Really need to be careful.
And what held you back in high school? Was he a player then? That doesn't change.
True that. Yeah. Yep. And Hypnicity's right. Is he financially stable? You don't want someone that isn't. I mean, at least could pay his own way. You don't want to have to pay with your own. He's a fireman, so he rescues people.
Oh,
okay.
That throws a different light now, doesn't it?
It could be. Could be.
Firemen are also pretty needy because they deal with some pretty
life
hard
and death
stuff.
Situations. Yeah.
And they usually, and their spouses have a hard time taking that.
That's true. It's like being a policeman's wife or it's very, and they're not necessarily faithful. The police that I've ever seen, but you never really talked because he was way more popular than you. Okay. I get it. So, that might speak to, again, it's your choice, of course, Michelle. Yes.
Right. And he's trying to see if he's still got it.
Oh, and you're right, Jen. Maybe the irons in the fire is
that's another too. Oh my God.
Oh wow. A lot of metaphoric stuff coming out today.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Hi, Kiba. It's nice to see you, Kiba. Yeah.
Oh, because you are the priestess of original innocence.
Okay. All right.
Look at that. So Keep your bears close.
Keep your bears close. Okay, so Janet DC has started a different life. Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
You want to know, what do we see for you? Again, the people that are in the chat coming up, I haven't heard from Kathleen, Andrew, or Paula to see if they're here. Cheryl, I did. Paul Lee. Craig, I think you're still here. And T. Lynn. Okay, you'll be coming up soon. Okay, you have a friend who's a fireman and says the same thing. They're not very faithful.
And they have such strange hours, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So that adds to it.
Yeah. No, Craig, I have no. All right.
Well, I'm having a nice little concert in my head over here. Right away, I heard Paul McCartney singing "A Long and Winding Road," and I was trying to remember all the lyrics, which I don't. But it's like many times, da, 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 da. So maybe look up the lyrics to that. But it's always bringing me back to your door is the chorus. So it's like this is a new period of exploration. There's a lot for you to learn along it, but it's always going to bring you back to you. And it's, you know, every time you go to the door of yourself, you're going to know a little bit more about this person who is you. So that's a circular way of saying it. And more succinctly is the Archangel Michael, who says, "Step into empowerment." So it's going to be an adventure, but it's going to be good for you. With Archangel Michael at your back, it's going to be great.
So it's many times I've been alone, and many times I've tried everywhere to be alone. Many times I've cried.
Yeah.
And still we'll be getting back to that long and so in other words, you're on your journey. Absolutely on your journey.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Diana?
Well, the card that I pulled, as you were saying, that is the songstress.
You guys are two peas in a pod today.
Right? Writing your own music. The next card I got was the Pendragon Sword, which goes right along with Michael.
Michael, yeah.
Right? And taking charge of your life. This is the new you. You're going forward with a song in your heart, baby. Go grab it, write your own tune, set your own pace, be your own defendant and advocate. And then is Sananda, which is the divine masculine Yeshua.
Yeah.
And so with this new life, there could be new interest, new romances.
Could be. Or falling in love more with yourself.
Right.
That's
and
another possibility.
This is on the bottom. It's just the healing card. And so all of that, that's where that's taking you, is right up to being and I like what you said that too there, Aley, about the being in love with yourself, because that's the greatest healing we can give ourselves. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't need somebody else to love us in order to be okay. Even though we sort of were brought up that way. I get you're right in the middle of this beautiful ascension. So there's feathers coming down for you. You are more connected to the angels in the higher realms, and so they're all pulling for you, Janet. They're saying, "Bravo, you've done it." And I do see here that you cut out a lot of extraneous stuff to be this person, this new person. And it's very liberating for you. It's like, wow, I don't have the problem. We all have problems, but you know what I mean? I don't have all the baggage I had before. And finally, it says, stay grounded in your legacy, that this is who you are now. And you just remade a more beautiful and different part of your personality. And what could be better than that? Wow. Finally, I have Kali. Isn't that interesting? The goddess Kali. And it says, seek change. And that's what you did.
Love that.
So Kali is saying, bravo. Thank you so much. Wow. It would be nice to have a partner after I learn to step in my power and love myself. Well, then you'll be open to it and it will
Yep.
come. Yeah, that's very true. Yes. Oh, wow. Well, congratulations. Yes. Hi, Miss Tarot D. It's not Iceland eruption a few minutes ago. There we go with the new volcano.
Wow.
And another hurricane's coming up. What's her name? It's Grimroar. I can't remember what it's called.
Really?
Marcy or something like that. It's something weird. Nothing that is common.
Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you, Janet. Next one I have is Cheryl, and then we'll do you, Paula. And then is Polly here? I think Craig is here. So let's see. Cheryl says that her dad's name is, I think she said William. Yeah, William.
Yes.
His name is William. Okay. There you go. Message from Dad. I'm so sorry you just recently lost your dad. Yes. My condolences to you.
Did your father like Johnny Cash? Because I hear, I fell into a burning ring of fire, went down, 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 and the flames, they got higher. So he's singing that song, but then he started laughing and he said, no, not really. There is enlightenment on the other side, just like they always say. And you honestly do have a choice when you get to the other side of whether or not you want to ascend to become the peace angel or return to earth.
I think that's what it was. It was his sense of humor. That's my father would have been a jokester too. Yeah.
There you go.
That's interesting. Yeah. Wow. All right.
Well, when I tuned in, I saw like a reception room or something like that. There was a party going on, and he was dressed up in a black suit, but he had the suit jacket off, and he had a crown, like a toy crown on his head, and just the tie and shirt sleeves and suspenders, and he was toasting you. So it's like there's a party going on, he's having a good time, he's toasting you, and it's sort of like he was a little bit apprehensive. That's why he had the suit on and everything, and wanted to be very formal about this, but he got there and it's just like, oh, it's great here, it's great. And he's sort of, was he really kind of charming? It's like he's charming people over there and just stepping into the fun of it all. So, and I pulled cards and I got the Archangel Azrael about endings and beginnings.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
So he's emphasizing, yes, this part's, at least the physical part is ended, but now he is beginning something there, but you're part of that. And his advice to you is stay grounded. This is the nuthatch. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. And the new perspective is the new relationship, or the same relationship in a new way that you're going to be having with him where he is now.
Wow.
Yeah. I hope that was of some help.
And Teelan says someone might get that message and take it wrong and be horrified. She says it sounds like her dad must have been that last generation, but my dad was funny too. So what I get is, don't be so serious. I'm okay, like the other ladies had said. Oh, what happened to Diana? But look what I got. Oh, all right, look what why won't that come back on? I got the guy in the chicken suit. I love this card, and not everybody gets it, but it's like he was funny. He was a hoot. you know,
Yes.
yeah. So
Well,
yeah.
I heard the Four Tops thing, and the minute you said about being up on in a black tie and a hat, and then but taking the jacket off and the crown on his head, I heard up on the roof there's a party going on, laughing and dancing, ooh Lord, romancing. So, and I saw him spinning around, right, like
Wow.
dancing in the 60s.
Yeah.
So
All right. So yeah, he really is. He's
love
really
the
happy
chicken
today.
soup.
He's like, this is the coolest thing ever. And he says, I love you so much. He says, remember when we looked at each other in the eyes? Remember how much I love you. And he said, I'm going to send you ladybug magic. So if you see any ladybugs, look for the ladybugs. It says, follow the signs and the synchronicities. So it could be not just the ladybugs, but it could be things that you guys liked together or did together that you'll see, because he's very close. I mean, it's been a couple of months for him. So he's right in that close space. What, Diana?
Oh, Cheryl, I got chills. He had all the vinyl records of the Four Tops.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funky
There you
chicken.
go.
Yep. Or
And the chicken dance.
And Jen, you heard blue suede shoes. There you go. Wow.
Another.
That's awesome. Well, he was a cheerful, funny person. Well, I've enjoyed having him around. My goodness. Bring him back to us at some point.
Thanks
please.
for sharing him with us.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So the next one I have is Paula. She's feeling anxious about the rest of the month. She wonders what her guides say about that. Honey, I told you it's not time to eat. Okay? Come up here with me for a minute. Say hello. There you go. Say hello to everybody.
Where's
right?
that coming from?
It's not time to eat yet. Come on, go out there. Go out there. Come on. Go.
Well, before I was getting music, and this time I'm getting all kinds of different images of the same thing, which are waves in the ocean, like from the old Japanese, what are they, ukiyo-e prints of the big, that big wave that comes in, and then just all kinds of other things about the waves. And the feeling that comes through is the best images and paintings and things of the ocean are of the waves. And that's what makes it beautiful. And the waves and the ups and downs and challenges in our life are what makes life interesting. But just like the waves, it's all part of the same thing, and they will recede. It's cyclical. So when you feel like you're being, the waves battering against the rocks and you're having a hard time, hang in there and just know that this too shall pass. And there's the natural cycles like the tide. They're just saying you might be going through, maybe it's high tide and the big waves are coming in.
She lives on the ocean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go.
So anyhow, just take some solace in that it's, about that. Yeah, it's just, it's so changeable, but just, it all comes back. It's all part of a whole. It's all part of the overall plan. And I just pulled a card and I didn't look at it until now. Connect with nature, Archangel Ariel. So, take a walk on the beach and meditate on the waves.
I love that deck there, Joan.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you ready, Aley?
Mm-hmm.
Alice?
You go ahead. It's okay.
Okay. So the first thing I saw was a mouse. a very cute, adorable mouse that anybody would be glad to have as a friend or a pet. But he was playing the role of the oldest brother in The Lion, the Witch, and the Roar.
Huh.
They didn't want her to tell that story, I
I
guess.
guess not.
Well, I'll go ahead and read, and then when she comes back, she can finish.
Sure.
I'm getting gratitude for the past. And there's the owl there. Just a minute, Diana, I'll be right with you. And you can see the labyrinth there. So right now you're having some trouble. So walk that labyrinth and look at, you know that sometimes it's made out of sand, or so that very enjoy, go back, reflect, because right now is a retrograde. Let me bring Diana back in. A retrograde. And they want you to reflect on it. But they said then you need to split your focus between, it looks like the moon and Saturn. But then I'm thinking split your focus between the earth and the sky. I guess that's what I would say. And do some intuitive journaling. See if you can write down what it is you're feeling in order for you to get rid of that anxiety. Try to nail down what it is you're anxious about. I can tell you, Paula, right now, we're all a little bit anxious because of the solar storms and the planets working in alignment the way they are. So Diana, I'll let you finish, honey.
No problem. Sorry about that. So this little mouse being the big knight, right? He's scrutinizing and he's defending and he can handle it, and it doesn't matter what his size is. So I started drawing cards with that because he's just, hi ho, here I go, I got this, right? The card that came out is the queen, the lioness queen.
Oh my.
Right? And this is, you tell the story. This is the Spider Woman, and Spider Woman is the originator of language, of the written language. So you're the queen of the lions. You have the defense, even though it's a mouse that roared, it wins. And then stop worrying and being failure's muse. You have all this protection around you. I'll come back in and you're talking about Mercury being retrograde, which I love that owl card. And I got Mercurius.
Okay. Wow.
And it's with
and
all
this look, it looks like a storm, doesn't it?
Exactly. And it's Mercury flowing, and you know, you can't step in it, but boy, it just Mercury is a wild
and it's also that volcanic, energy,
right, which is also getting us, you know. There was a earthquake again in California earlier today. I mean, all over.
And a volcano exploded in Russia, which was right across from Alaska.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes. Yeah. And in that Gamalkin Sea area. So, which is a whole stretch of volcanoes.
Sure.
I mean, there's just so much going on. Y'all know that I'm sensitive enough physically that I feel most volcanoes, most earthquakes. So I felt them yesterday, and the news didn't come out until today. I've given up going and looking, you know, but you're feeling this anxiousness because you're picking up on earthly energies and what's going on in the sky that is triggering what's going on Earth.
There you go. Yes. Yeah, Paula, if intuitive journaling is always great. You can always just write down, you know what else you can do? You can write down on bits and scraps of paper what it is you want to release, or what it is that you would like to stop being anxious, and then burn it either in a bowl or in the sink.
Absolutely. And it's funny that you should say that about journaling, because it was the book, The Witch, the Lion, and the Wardrobe. And,
that's true. That's very true. Yeah.
We're all familiar with it, whether it's having read the books or watched the great movies.
There you go. Wow. Thank you so much. Magic today. Just real magic today. Thank you. Polly would love a reading for the rest of the week or the rest of August. Okay. Not too much longer, really, is there? Like
No,
10 days
it's
or
the
something.
28th. Almost.
Yeah.
My brother's birthday is in a couple of days, and
Mm.
today the sun goes into Virgo. So now we're all going to be a little more scrutiny.
Okay.
It was a perfect day for me to go to the dentist. It's the 22nd. They made my appointment at 2:00. How could you
there
say
you
no?
go. Yeah, that's true.
And we're going into Virgo, so we're good.
Oh, here we go again. Okay. I got your pineal gland. Is that how you say it? Pineal gland. They want you to embrace your intuitive vision, Polly. I love this because I think this is Sekhmet, the with the head. Yeah. So it's Egyptian, perhaps. And there's also there's a person in the middle there, and the pineal gland is right in the middle of your head, I believe. But that's where your intuition can be accessed. And a lot of us have what they call a when hardened pineal gland is it gets calcified.
Yeah,
I think
it's back there with the medulla.
I think so, but it gets calcified, and we have to sort of get that thing working again. It says here, one next step they want you to take. So do this one step at a time. It's a beautiful area here, just lovely. And you got gratitude for the past as well. I did shuffle. So I'm feeling as though all of us right now need to say, whatever happened to us in the past, I'm grateful for. I learned the lessons from, and now I'm moving into now, and I'm not going to worry about what happened then because it's all over. So.
When I tuned in, Polly, I saw you playing hopscotch. And this is only the second time I think I've ever seen hopscotch. And what that means to me, at least in this instance, is because it was like you're a little girl and you hopped on one foot and then the two and then the one and you roll the rock. But what it means is that you're moving through this, and it uses so many different of your abilities, because you have to know how to draw the thing, and you have physical large motor and then the small motor for the drawing, and it's numbers, and it's physical, and it's balance, and it's all of these qualities that you have in order to play the game and win it or whatever. And then when I pulled a card for you, I got the Archangel Uriel, who says success through action. So it's like you have all these different qualities that the next, week or 10 days or whatever are going to call upon you, but you've got it. You're going to have success through these, whatever actions that you're going to be taking.
Okay. Awesome.
I can't believe how kismet this is tonight. So the card that I pulled out of the Shambhala deck is the Lapis Excelsis, which is, lapis is such a wonderful stone, right? And this is, I have never read the book on these cards, so I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to represent here, except to be in the flow and all of the things that that lapis represents in the way of protection and opening the hardened pineal gland, right?
Sure.
So I also was feeling like you were feeling that you're in this by yourself, that there is an exile going on. You feel some of that is coming from your own self. We have to put ourselves in exile. What I love about this is the owl sitting on her shoulder, just like
another owl.
Diana, right? And it's on her left side. It was her blinded left eye. Diana has an owl on that shoulder. And she still has all these gifts and all the robes, but she has exiled herself to go through them, to make a list. Priestess of priorities, which went along with something that you were saying at the time, Aley, and I can't remember what it was, but this card came out and it was like, oh, that's just what Aley was talking about. And then the last card was the story keeper.
Oh,
So it's re-examining through all of that of what you've gone through, what you want to keep, what no longer serves your purpose, which is what we keep saying. And that is what any time that there is a retrograde, whether it's a planet or just your own soul, it's time to examine.
Oh, Eliza said Athena's owl sits on her shoulder.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Well, Athena, Diana, they're considered the same. Depends if you're Greek or Roman.
I get it. That's cool. Thank you. All right. This should be relatively easy. I walked by a house to buy and I felt the old owners. Was I right? Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sure. Okay. I mean, when I first bought this house, the original owners were not the people I bought it from, but the people had lived here for 40 years. So this was their house. And one of her sons died shockingly at age 34 with pancreatic cancer. And I know that she spent many hours in her bedroom crying. I still can't sleep in the master bedroom.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah, I get the same thing. I drew some cards. One was Archangel Zadkiel, who says, strengthen your boundaries, whether that's, the boundary between this world and the next, or if there's boundaries about, they don't want to leave that property or whatever. And then also the turkey, the wild turkey, who said, offer your gifts and blessings as a service to the greater good. So I don't know if you're interested in that house or not, but it might be, next time you walk by, just if you want to try helping them over to the other side, see if that might help.
Well, that's it. Because Craig, they recognize that you are in golden light yourself.
Yeah.
And so they're able to reach out to you because
I get look what I get. I get the Catholic bishop. And then I get Clara saying, I could have told you that. I know it isn't Clara, but she looks kind of old fashioned like Clara. So there you go. That's funny. Oh, thank you, dear. I hope that helps you. Oh my. All right. So T. Lynn, this is a pretty interesting one. What does this mean? Twice last week when I closed my eyes, I saw a big solid door closed with a bright light shining from behind it. A very clear image, but I've never seen it before.
Okay. What's this about for T. Lynn? I just tune in and I just keep hearing it's all there for you. Just to open the door and it's there for you.
Oh, really? All right.
I heard something similar. It was what was once closed to you shall now be open. And isn't that in the Bible? Isn't that one of the
probably something like that?
Yeah, something like that is in the Bible. So this, to me, that's representative of your own spiritual, not awakening because you're already there, but your exercises in ascending and getting higher. I want to take you higher. Yeah. Okay.
So I get that you open the door to your Christ consciousness. It says, choose love. And this is what the epitome of the second coming of Christ is. It's not in physical form. It's all of us manifesting the Christ consciousness who, I'm not a heavy Christian person, but I do know that he said that which I can have done, you can do also. And so you have ascended, T-Lynn, to a level where you just need to open the door. And they say that, Christ is usually, well, I know God is pure light, but Christ is also has pure light around him. Yeah.
Let my love open the door. Thank you, Leah. And then I got on the road to Shambhala.
All right.
The
Wow.
music is just floating in my head today, kids. Sorry.
It is. It is. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, I don't get the pearly gates.
No, I don't believe it's
No.
pearly gates either. No. I think it's your ascension and your
Yeah, definitely.
we still need you down here for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So hypnicity is asking her question. Oh, did you have something else to say, Diana?
No.
Okay.
It's
All right.
it just got all sewed up between the three of us. We're good.
That's good. Okay. All right. So
Thank you.
hypnicity. Yeah. You're welcome. And I have one more that Nettie, are you still here? Let me know. Before we leave, we will do a collective reading. I just like to do those for those of you who have been here the whole time. All right. Oh,
Yeah,
I felt like
hypnicity.
a movie. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My throat chakra just started buzzing, and I kept hearing,
Oh.
speak up, speak your truth. And when I
Yeah.
pulled cards, I got Archangel Brachiel saying, live outside the lines. So speak
Okay.
up, even though people might think you're weird or whatever. And then from the bird deck or feathers deck, I got the falcon. Use your keen perception and skill and making decisions. Do not delay. So,
Oh my God.
the eye of the falcon and
I
the
got take action. Yep.
oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
the fastest flying bird that there
Flying
is.
bird there is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And Divine Masculine wants you to take action. And Merlin came back in because you have vibrational magic. That's what they're saying. You are vibing higher, Nalani, than you were.
Well,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Nolani's got Merlin around here all the time. So that doesn't shock me at all. That Merlin came back in. And I love that deck. Both of you, the angel deck that you have, Joan, and I'm not familiar with the deck you're using, though you've probably told me a million times there, Aley.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
This one is very, very special, I think. I got it because it's called Master Ascension Light Codes.
Oh.
And it's channeled by Archangel Raphael to Kelly Volodny is the name.
Wow.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got it because we were all getting the light codes. That was why I thought it was important.
My gosh, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, Nolani, you know what's going on in the sky for you. And here you are on light ship Earth. Right? I mean,
yes.
right?
Yep.
Time for you to be the trailblazer. You're putting it together. You've been working on it. You've got this plan together. The weaver of the red tent. Right?
Oh,
now,
wow.
if you've ever read the red tent, or if you understand what that is
yeah.
like the Native American Moon Lodge. It's the place. It's the women's lodge. It's not
the women's
elks.
lodge.
It's not the moose. It's the moon lodge.
Yeah.
You be the judge of when it's ready. When it's ready for you. When you say time.
When you're ready to seek your power. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
What was that bottom of the Shambhala deck? Oh, grace and gratitude. And that I know how much gratitude you hold in your heart.
Yeah. Yep.
And Orion's Gate is the next card. My God, this has got to stop. But
oh wow.
There we go. Orion's Gate. That makes sense with Spaceship Earth.
Well, all right, ladies, shall we do one for the collective before we leave today?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you to everybody who came in today. Thank you to Joan and Diana for reading with me today. And thank you to moderators for all your work. And of course, subscribers, members, love you dearly. So, all right. Let's see what we got.
Oh, Cat Stevens is singing Peace Train.
When I tuned in psychically, my third eye and heart chakra just lit up. And when you imagine it and put the love behind it, that's how you manifest things. And so those, for all of us, tuning into the love and having the vision of the future is kind of the thing to do. And I got the Archangel Metatron saying, remember who you are. And then the eagle. You're learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. So I think all of those messages are pretty positive.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
they are
it's like the vibration is changing and light and rising, and we're all part of it.
We are. So I get Akashic Records, review your past lives, but the next card says, then shift your perspective to a lens of love. And this is what we're working hard to do. We're working hard to shift our perspective from fear and confusion and exhaustion to joy and love and gratitude. And so we don't have to look at our past lives to see that we've gone through trauma before, because we're going through it right now. But if we shift our perspective, we can say we don't have to stay in that energy. We can choose not to. So,
you know, I picked a bottom and a top from both of those decks. Okay. First came out Sacred Earth, which of course is ascending, right?
Yeah.
And in there, we have a face in there, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is us ascending in Sacred Earth. And then I got the Labyrinth card.
Oh, I love the Labyrinth.
Right? The Labyrinth Walker. So then I flipped the decks over and I got Luna, which is not only illumination, but following the cycles of the moon.
Right. And your intuition. Yeah.
Right. And disciple of ritual.
Oh.
And what's one of the greatest rituals ever? Walking the labyrinth.
Absolutely.
Which ascends you. Oh, ladies.
If you never have walked a labyrinth, and it can be one on a stone floor, it can be one in a maze, a corn maze.
Yeah.
If you've never walked a labyrinth, put in, is there a labyrinth near where you live, wherever it is you live, and do it. What you do is you walk into it and bring in all your burdens, and you stop in the center, release all your burdens, and you walk out. And it's supposed to be your spiritual journey and the release of all that you have. There's some great books out there on it. And it is a beautiful way of they made them because people couldn't take spiritual journeys. They couldn't go on these, like to the Hajj or wherever, or like the Muslims do. A lot of people couldn't leave their surroundings. So they made these in order for other people to be able to access them. So
they're closing my favorite park for the whole of winter, not even the weekends, because they're taking care of the roads and making all sorts of upgrades in there. And so one of the rangers told me about this little hidden gem. And he says, there's even a Zen garden. And I walk into the place and here's a big statue of Kuan Yin to begin with. And then you walk in and there's a labyrinth. And in the center of that is another Buddha. And it's so I'm walking the labyrinth.
Beautiful.
Poor Grizzly doesn't get it. It's just a stone path, right? Yeah. He's like, well, we're going to go now. No, we're not done.
I get it. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah. I did hear there were fabrics that you can buy it folds up. It's like a fabric. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But yes, it's a pilgrimage. That was the word I needed. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, we all help each other here.
You must be psychic. Yes.
I know. It's fabulous. Yeah.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank you. Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, everyone else. Much
Thank
love.
You, Alice.
And thank you, Aley.
Stay in joy.
Yes.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye now.